Hey people, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Road to Empire podcast. I do hope you're well and in good health. Well, if you're listening to us on Anchor, please do leave a review and consider actually supporting us on one of the three sponsorship kind of options that we have. And if you're watching on YouTube, please do leave a comment, a like, a share, and consider subscribing to the channel. You can even click the notifications bell. That will be very helpful for us. So today I just want to delve into actually looking at marketing and how to get omnipresence, being everywhere in terms of your brand or business or side hustle or whatever kind of venture enterprise you might be running as an entrepreneur or somebody who's kind of like in the dabbling stages looking to go all in. So, marketing is something that's quite important and it sits alongside other elements such as sales, in terms of the business cycle and in terms of getting your name out there, really. And marketing is something that can really help actually get you sales essentially because it's all interconnected. Now, when you look at marketing, you've got to look at how it actually fits in with your business, your operations, your planning, and the structure that you have in your business. Because what marketing can essentially do is actually get your name out there, and if you can get attention, that's when you can actually get people to know you, trust, respect, relationships, get to know you, get to like you. When people get to know you and like you, that's when they're much more likely to actually, potentially transact with you, purchase a product, subscribe to your channel, sign up for a newsletter, mailing list, buy an ebook, get one of your coaching programs, get a mentorship session, whatever it might be that you might be aiming to provide value in terms of a service or product. When people get to know you, they are much more likely and willing to consider actually buying from you. So when I say omnipresence, what I mean is basically having the ability to be able to market and reach people across different channels. Now, some people might say you can focus in on one, for example, social media platform to market and get your message out there. Because in the marketing space, there's different kinds of marketing. So you have, for example, paid marketing, you have organic marketing, which you do maybe through social media where you post content, and you have other forms of marketing such as the old school, printing a leaflet, sending posts to someone's house, billboards, that kind of stuff, radio. So you have a different ranges and variety of marketing campaigns. When I was younger, billboards were a big thing. For example, you'd walk past, or you'd drive past one of the side streets or something, or main street, and you'll see these big billboards, and they'll be plastered with posters, one after the other, about different kinds of products or campaigns. Nowadays, I actually see a lot of digital billboards. So now you've actually got digital billboards with all these kind of fancy lights and stuff that light up, and they have the campaigns and all this kind of stuff. It's in line with the shift in terms of society and in terms of the fourth industrial revolution, the digital technological age, and the advancement of technology. So you do still see billboards with paper or whatever it is that they strip off and put new fresh kind of campaigns on. But now more and more you start to see these digital type of billboards. You see the digital screens as well in shopping centers. You'll see them in takeaways, restaurants, where you can actually go in. For example, recently I went to McDonald's and I bought a cup of coffee. It's not a place that I normally go to, but I went to view a property out of town, so I went to grab a hot drink before the appointment. And as I walked in, there was a screen there, a digital screen. So I just basically clicked the screen and chose the item that I wanted and then ordered it, and then got like a receipt, and I was able to pay for it beforehand digitally, and then just grab the coffee. So I've done that in other places as well. For example, when I've been in Morocco and I've ordered something on a digital screen in a fast food restaurant. So you can see how these kind of advertisement avenues are changing, right? And then you got paid, so you can do like Facebook ads. So, for example, in the past, I've done campaigns where I've run Facebook ads, ads on Instagram. You can also do ads on YouTube, Google ads, so you can actually pay to reach a specific audience. Now, the great thing about this is that you can home in and you can actually, pick up on age, gender, location, geographical location, interests. So you can hyper kind of specify the audience that you're targeting, which is quite good really, because I mean, if you're doing like a radio advertisement, you don't actually know how many people have actually heard that advertisement, or if you've paid to be featured in a newspaper, you've got an ad in a newspaper, you don't know exactly how many people have actually seen that ad. However, when you do a Facebook ad or something like that, the metrics and the data analytics will tell you how many people were reached, how many impressions there were, and how many people clicked. So the click through rate, for example. So you get all these metrics. So that's the benefit of using paid advertising. And then organic is obviously just creating content around different social media platforms, which are almost all free to sign up for, and just basically create a content strategy, create a content plan, and just do regular, consistent activity with your content. Now, in terms of the omnipresence side, when you want to get omnipresent and you want to be pretty much everywhere as much as possible, right? So you've got different platforms, right? So you've got, I'll tell you like platforms that I use, for example. So you've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, you've got TikTok, you've got Twitter, Instagram, you've got YouTube, you've got Medium, websites, that's your own website. And you got like platforms like Anchor, where we host our Road to Empire podcast on, and we actually have it on multiple platforms such as Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, but our main one is Anchor. So you can see all these different kinds of mediums of social media where you can actually create content and get content on there. So for example, on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn has hundreds of millions of business professionals that are there looking to network and connect with people. So you could actually get on there, create a profile, you create a business page, and you can, as you build your network, you can get those people, invite them to like your page. On that page, you can actually share content around your brand, and on your own LinkedIn profile, you can share daily stuff as well. So you could talk about some of the challenges you're facing in your business. It's personal, but at the same time, people can connect with that on an emotional level. Because, for example, little story. I mean, I was working in a bank previously, and I got sacked due to various reasons. But the main reason was because I didn't turn up one day, and that was because I was ill. So I had arthritis in my neck, and that was causing me a lot of pain. So I'd take a day off from time to time. And my manager was okay; he allowed me, and I could catch up the time and so on. But then there was a change in the banking management structure, and then we kind of like combined teams. So now we had two managers, and the second manager nobody really liked anyway. But basically, she's the one who made the decision one day. So after several years of working in the bank, just took me into a room one day where I had off, and then she said, "Look, I'm gonna let you go. I don't have to give you notice, but I'll give you 1 week's notice." I didn't like the way she said that, because I'd already been there for several years, made strong connections and bonds with the team, and I didn't like the way she treated me. But anyway, I had arthritis, so I had a lot of pain, so I had no choice. I had to get some rest days in where I could, in order to carry on working in this corporate kind of field. So eventually I lost the job, and then I actually did like a Facebook live video about it, and also a YouTube video about it. And I mean, people were commenting on them, and people telling me, yeah, look, I've got arthritis as well. I know how you feel. So immediately there's an emotional connection with my story. So storytelling, we'll probably do another episode on the podcast about that specifically, about storytelling. So, that's me telling a story about an incident, an episode in my life. And people are connecting with that on an emotional level. And that's what you do. So you create content talking about some of the challenges, experiences that you're having in your business, and people will naturally connect, and that's how you start building a following. Actually, on LinkedIn, that has been our greatest platform because we did multiple six figures on there. I mean, we did six figures in 6 weeks, and then later on we even beat that record. So what I've actually done is I've put together some of that detail and kind of journaling and some of the tips and hacks around how we did six figures in 6 weeks into an ebook format. So if you just have a look at the description, you'll find a link there. Just click the link. It's six figures in 6 weeks on LinkedIn, and have a look at that product. It's an online digital product that you can easily get cheap as chips, and you can have a read of it and actually invest in yourself, because that's the best investment you can make. And then basically have a read about it and see how we did that. So one of the main tips, for example, would be, we developed a sales script and we were connecting with people, because I say we because I had a team around me, but I was sending out, daily messages, multiple messages on the platform to people when I was connecting with them through a script and offering them a particular project that we were working on. And through that, I was able to do multiple six figures, making thousands of dollars in revenue. So LinkedIn is a very powerful platform. So I would definitely recommend that you're on there, connecting, networking. Facebook has been around for a long time, probably about 17 years or more, something like that. Facebook, people are not using it as much, but there is still a lot of potential out there. So you've got Facebook groups, for example. You can join Facebook groups and just the same thing, provide value. Normally, you don't really share links on there unless you're allowed to, because if you do, you'll get banned or kicked out of the group. So the idea would be simply post regularly, but post general or specific advice. So, for example, tell a story, provide some value, and leave it at that. What you'll find is automatically people will see those posts and they'll start sending you connection requests, friend requests. And, when they connect with you, then you can drop a message to say, hi John, hi Emma, hi Tony. And then in that message, you can introduce yourself. And then from there, you can have a sales script, or you can have bots or whatever it is. And then start to, strike up a conversation. And from there, find out what kind of problems they're having in their business or side hustles and provide a solution. So you can use Facebook groups, you can use Facebook pages, although the reach is not as good as it used to be once upon a time. But generally speaking, you can use your own Facebook profile and, just blast loads of content on there daily. You can record videos of yourself, you can go live, and you can build a following and a gathering. You can create a membership site, for example. I know one British entrepreneur, Rob Moore, he does this quite well. He goes live every day on Facebook, and he talks about different things like the economy, cost of living crisis, recession, entrepreneurship. So he talks about the issues that are affecting people in terms of financially, monetarily. And then at the end of his kind of talks, he has a solution. And that solution is his basically membership site. So I think it's like £6 a month or something. But he's got thousands of people on there. And he's only done it in the last year or two. And he makes 50 grand plus a month just from that. He's actually a multi-millionaire as well. So that's something that you can do. And then we move on to TikTok. So you can become omnipresent and put content on TikTok. So TikTok's a visual platform. You can create videos, you can have a still image and you can put text over it. You can have speech to text. You can have subtitles on there. You can make a video of yourself talking about a particular product or service. I remember reading about a particular lady who was actually talking and providing value about spreadsheets. And I think she made like 100 grand in a day or something. Something really, really mad, like six figures in a day, talking about spreadsheets and then selling a product, directing an audience to a particular page. And then people are buying her product or service about that to learn about spreadsheets. And she was making thousands of dollars a day just off TikTok. So ideally, all you need to do is get on there, create videos. You can have your face in there, or you can just have like text or whatever it might be. And then once you get past 1,000 followers, you can then have a clickable link in your bio. Someone can click the link and then they can basically go through to a landing page to a product or service, and you can sell products like that, and you can actually generate revenue. They do have a creator fund. It's not as good as YouTube's, but I think you need to have 10,000 followers and a minimum of 100,000 views a month before you can get onto the creator fund. But there's also an option there to get onto that. So you need to do multiple posts daily, pieces of content on there. I do like 5 or plus more a day currently. So that just gives you an idea. You can look at the analytics to see what times your followers are coming on, and just do a lot of testing to see where your engagement is coming from. And then when people comment, make sure you respond to the comments and just keep blasting content on there. Okay, so Twitter. So Twitter's totally changed right now. Twitter has been overtaken now by Elon Musk. So Elon Musk has actually bought Twitter, and Twitter's a amazing platform right now. It's very active. People are on there tweeting every day. So get onto it as well. You've got Instagram, you've got YouTube, you've got Medium, you've got your own personal websites, and you've got platforms like Anchor. Anchor, you can create a free podcast, upload content on there, and you can actually monetize it by ambassador ad, and that lasts until a certain amount of impressions. But I think that program is developing, and next year they're going to have some more updates around that. But with Instagram, the reach is not as it used to be, but you can still get videos on there, you can get stories on there and pictures. YouTube, you've got YouTube, and YouTube Shorts is quite big right now. With YouTube, you just have to work out what the algorithm is all about. You got to post regularly, maybe 2-3 times a week or more. Videos, you got to invest time in making videos. You can have faceless channels now, which are quite popular, or you can have yourself talking about a particular product. So if you have niches such as finance, those are normally higher CPM rates, so you're more likely to make more revenue from that. But you need to have 1,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a 12-month period before you can get monetized. So really, you just have to create videos and content on there and get it out there. But now you can also create YouTube Shorts, which are less than 60 seconds. Those are having a lot more reach right now, so I would get onto there. It's a little bit like Instagram Reels and the short and TikTok type videos, but YouTube Shorts is big at the moment. And I think if you have a 10 million views within a 3-month period, you can actually get that monetized as well. But once you start doing it, you'll have to look at the current monetization requirements at the time. Medium, so you can actually start to write articles about particular elements. For example, if you're doing a business around, for example, you're selling a financial product, you can write about financial services and then actually post on Medium and get it published there. They do have a fund on there as well, and then you can repurpose that onto LinkedIn as an article, Facebook, Tumblr, whatever it might be. Your own website, so you can create a website. You can have blogs on there, articles on there. You can get somebody to SEO, search engine optimization, to get your articles ranking higher on Google search. And then, you can provide value. You can use Pinterest as a medium of directing traffic to your website, talking about different elements. And then you can monetize that as well through Google AdSense. You can also use other things like sponsorships, and you can have hyperlinks in there, so you can sell digital products from there as well. So really here you've got all these different elements around that we've been talking about marketing and how you can get omnipresence. So all these social media platforms are free to sign up, nothing stopping you there, and you can actually monetize them as well, as long as you're producing regular content for a period of time which is long enough. It's not going to happen in a day. Very rarely will your content go viral within a day or a week or whatever. You've got to stick to it for at least 12 months, I would say, maybe longer, 18 to 24 months. You could see big traction within a month, 3 months, 6 months. As long as you're consistent and you stick to it, you will eventually see some sort of traction and build that kind of following. And then once you have that following, then you have your products and services, your 1,000 true fans that you could potentially sell back to. So for example, if you've got 1,000 true fans, let's say you've got 1,000, so let's say you've got 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 of those are your true fans. If you create a product which you're selling at $10, right? And then you kind of like market it and pitch it to those followers, and 1,000 of those true fans buy that product at $10. That's $10,000 you made in one campaign. So this is the kind of mindset that you need to have, but you need to be consistent. That's the key. Consistent in content creation, Don't give up. Keep posting regularly, and it's difficult to get it across all those kind of platforms. So you might want to choose 3, 4, 5, and you can always repurpose content. So thanks a lot today for tuning in. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're listening on our Anchor podcast, please consider becoming a sponsor of the show so we can continue to produce high quality content for you. Thanks.